This week, accused NAU school shooter Stephen Jones could learn if he'll spend the rest of his life locked up or not. The jury will resume deliberations today. Last week, the judge denied the request for a mistrial after concerns the prosecutor may have misled the jury about when Jones claimed self-defense. Jones is accused of shooting and killing one student and injuring 3 others back in 2015. Now, he claims he acted in self-defense. Joining us this morning, attorney and legal analyst Monica Lyndstrom to talk about what's going on. Let's first of all go back to last week when this came up with the judge and the possibility of a mistrial. It was because of when the prosecutor said that he claimed it was self-defense, whether it was in the back of the police car or right there standing above everyone. Is that
so think about it this way. What happened was Stephen Jones had made some comments and the prosecution said, you know what, those comments should not be allowed in because we think he said it just to help his own case. They weren't real. They were kind of, fake. He embellished it, right? And the defense said, no, those should come in. Well, the judge said, no, I'm going to keep those out. Those are self-serving hearsay. That's the magic word there. So they weren't allowed to bring those statements in. But during the closing argument, the prosecution said that Stephen Jones never made those comments. I'm making this more basic, but that's essentially what it was. Right. And the defense said, whoa, wait a minute. You can't fight to keep these out and then argue that he never said that. That's inaccurate. That's not fair. And the judge said, you know what? I think you're right. So they brought the jury back in and the judge told the jurors what the conversation was or what the statements were. And after he said that, when the jurors went back to deliberating on Friday, they asked for those statements again. And they also asked questions about self-defense. What exactly is self-defense? When can you use self-defense? When can you show a gun? Those types of questions. So that tells me that the jury is really thinking about this case, taking it to heart. And when they come back this morning, they have some big decisions to make.
Why do you think this is going to be difficult for jurors?
Well, you don't have your stereotypical bad defendant, right? Where he's got a criminal record and he just looks scary and bad, right? He was a college freshman, Stephen Jones. He looks like a clean-cut kid with no issues. So that's part of it. But also there's Colin Brow was a good kid too. He just got in a fight along with the others. And so they're injured. So there's not a cast of horrible people involved in this. People care because they're college freshmen, they're college students. They look like good kids. Yeah,
it's sad all the way around.
Yeah,
There is just no way about that. What do you think will happen? You think it'll go past today? What is this, the third? Is this the third?
Well, it's
kind of the 2.5 days.
This would be maybe the third day. Yeah. I mean, these are really hard charges to kind of filter through, especially when you add self-defense.
And it doesn't have to be first degree, right? They can come back with something lesser.
They can come back with the lesser included. I don't think they'll come back guilty on first degree. Of course, I could be wrong because who knows what a jury is going to do. My instinct is towards the end of the week. I think after today, if they don't have a verdict, they'll come back and tell the judge, hey, we're deadlocked. The judge will say, try harder, send them back in, and then maybe they'll go a couple more days.
Okay. We, of course, have a reporter in Flagstaff watching what's going on in court. And, of course, as soon as something breaks, you'll be the first to know. Monica, thank you so much. Always enjoy talking to you about it.